The air was heavy with sorrow when Jesus arrived in Bethany. The village was quiet but not peaceful. It was the kind of silence that comes after crying, when people are too tired to speak but the pain is still fresh. Lazarus was dead. 4 days had passed. His body was already laid in the tomb, wrapped and sealed behind a stone. Lazarus was not just anyone. He was deeply loved. His sisters, Mary and Martha, were broken. They had sent word to Jesus while Lazarus was still sick, hoping he would come quickly. They believed he could heal him. But Jesus did not come right away. And now it felt too late. When Martha heard that Jesus was finally coming, she ran to meet him. Her heart was full of pain and faith at the same time. She said, "Lord, if you had been here, my brother would not have died." Her voice carried both trust and disappointment. Jesus looked at her with calm strength and said, "Your brother will rise again." Martha thought he was talking about the future, about the last day. But Jesus spoke deeper. "I am the resurrection and the life. Anyone who believes in me will live even if they die." Then Mary came. She fell at his feet, crying. The people around her were also weeping. The grief was real, loud, and heavy. When Jesus saw this, something powerful happened. He was moved deeply. He felt their pain. He did not stand far from their sorrow. He stepped into it. And then Jesus wept. That moment showed his heart. He knew what he was about to do, yet he still cried. He cared. He loved Lazarus. He loved them. Jesus then walked to the tomb. It was a cave with a stone covering the entrance. He said, "Take away the stone." Martha hesitated. "Lord, by now there is a bad smell. He has been dead 4 days." She was thinking naturally. Death had already done its work. But Jesus reminded her, "Did I not tell you that if you believe, you will see the glory of God?" They rolled the stone away. Jesus looked up and spoke to the Father. His voice was steady. "Father, I thank you that you have heard me." He wanted everyone around to know that this power came from God. Then everything became still. Jesus called out in a loud voice, "Lazarus, come out." It was a command, not a wish. It was authority, not hope. And then the impossible happened. From inside the dark tomb, movement began. The man who had been dead for 4 days came out. His body was still wrapped in burial cloth, his face covered. But he was alive, breathing, walking, restored. Shock filled the air. Fear mixed with wonder. Mourning turned into amazement. Jesus said, "Loose him and let him go." In that moment, death lost its grip. What seemed final was reversed. What was buried came back to life. Jesus did not just speak about life. He proved he had power over death itself. This miracle was not just about Lazarus. It was a sign, a message, that no situation is too far gone, no darkness too deep, no delay too late. Even when hope feels buried, Jesus can still call life out of it.